What's up, guys, and welcome to a very surprise early review for How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. This may very well be the most early review I've ever posted on my channel. The movie doesn't come out for about a month and a half, but I was lucky enough to get to see it. And it is the conclusion to the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. We have Hiccup, we have Astrid, we have all the other characters returning in this, and the basic plot of the film is dragons. We've come to the conclusion that dragons can no longer be safe living with humans, with the people of Berk. So we have to get them somewhere that they're out of danger, and that is where the hidden world comes into play. This place that Stoic would always talk to Hiccup about. And now Hiccup sort of decides to go on the mission and the hunt for the hidden world to save the dragons. We have a new adversary, we have a new villain on the rise. He's this sort of cliched villain. There's nothing really too special about him, but he's after Toothless. He is after the Night Fury. He's the Night Fury killer, and eventually he wants all the dragons to himself. So that's basically the plot of the film. And going into it, of course, I was excited for it. How to Train Your Dragon 2 was my second favorite movie of 2014, I believe. The first movie I thought was great as well. And this movie, you know, I was very excited for it. And leaving the theater, I will say that I really did enjoy the movie. I think it's great. I do think that this is a great film. But I do not think that it is fantastic. I think the first two are fantastic. I really do. They're 5 out of 5 movies for me. But this one, I do think it's great. I think it was very well done. I think it's a good conclusion. I think it's a good finale. But there are certain things about the movie that don't have it to the same level quite as the first two. I feel like where the movie exceeds, and it does very well, is the relationship aspect between Hiccup and Astrid. I really like to see them bond more, and how their kind of characters connect, and the progression with that I really liked. Hiccup as a leader, I kind of enjoyed seeing what he has to do in the movie, even though some of the things in the middle of the film do feel a little convenient for the story, just to push the story along, just for certain things to happen. Some things did feel a little convenient overall, not just with Hiccup's character, but some things, if you see the film, you'll know that, oh, that was a little easy. Oh, but now that this is happening, you know, this is going to happen. So, yeah, some things are a bit convenient in the movie for sure, but I also think the animation is great. It looks fantastic. I think the score by John Powell, even though it's not as good as the first two scores, I do think it is still a solid score, and it fits the movie quite well. All the voice acting is great. You know, the pacing in the movie is great. It's very very entertaining. I was into it from beginning to end. The opening sequence I thought was really fun. But where I do feel like the movie kind of isn't great, like I said, there are some things in the middle of the movie that are a little convenient, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that was kind of, there's some fast decision making in this. There's a sequence that we see in the trailers where Toothless is trying to impress his new found love, I guess you could say, that the female Light Fury, or whatever you want to call her. I don't think they give her a name in the movie, but he's trying to impress her, and he's doing all these movements and stuff. I personally didn't love that sequence. It is more aimed towards kids. I feel like in the first two films there's really nothing like that. But it does help their relationship grow, his relationship grow with this new Light Fury. Some of the things that happen. I think the final action battle sequence, even though I thought it was good, I just thought if this is the big action sequence that's going to end this trilogy, I would have liked it to be maybe a little longer, a little more intense, just like the final battles to the first two movies, and even the battle with the Bewilderbeast in the second movie. All really great stuff. But in this, I don't know. And the villain I do feel was weak as well. Very cliched. He didn't really have anything special going on with him. And I feel like the story was kind of, it was a fine story, but I don't feel like the story was as great as the first two. I mean, even as a film on its own, I feel like it's a good story. It's a passable story. But if I'm comparing it to the first two movies, the story's definitely not as good for me. But it is a good story. Some of the things that the characters have to do and go through. But I do think the last, like, 10 minutes of the movie, where things start to wrap up, I thought was probably the best part of the movie. That and, like, the first 30 minutes I thought were great as well. Like, really great. And then the middle of the movie is pretty good. But for me, like I said, there's just some flaws here and there. Some things that happened that I thought were kind of questionable or happened too fast or were convenient or whatever. But the end of the movie is great. It is emotional. You might tear up. I thought it was very well done. And could they do a sequel? Another one? A fourth movie? They probably could. From the way that this leads off and the final words spoken in the movie, they could do another movie. Is it going to be with Hiccup? I don't know, because it would probably take place far in the future. I'm not entirely sure. But overall, I did really, really enjoy How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I'm going to give the movie 4 out of 5 stars. I think I would give the first two movie 5 out of 5. This is very close to 4.5 for me, I will say that. But overall, I will give it a 4. And who knows, if I see the movie again when it comes out, I might even bump my rating up. I'm not entirely sure. But as of right now, where I stand, I'm going to give the movie 4 out of 5. So guys, comment your thoughts in the comment section. Do you plan on seeing How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World? What are your thoughts on the series? You could also follow me on Patreon if you want to see this channel grow, if you want to help me out, if you want to support this channel. I'll be able to do more Blu-ray unboxings. That's the main thing. I'm really not able to do as much of those, if any, anymore on this channel due to the way things have been going. So if you'd like to see that happen, I'll be able to give away more digital copy codes. You can follow me on Patreon for that. Also, you could subscribe to this channel for reviews coming in the future. We have Glass coming out this coming Friday. I'll be seeing the movie Thursday night, so my review for that will be up Friday. Also, guys, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you could also follow me on Instagram at KingOfRises131. And guys, that's what it. Thank you very much for watching my review for How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Over and out.
It's you and me, bud. Always.